All right, friends. So, have you ever experienced that while sleeping, suddenly you wake up, but you can't move, you can't speak, you can't do anything. You are at mercy of some sort of out of the world experience, and you don't know what is the reason. I'm sure once in your lifetime, everyone would have experienced that. Kanchan, you have experienced this?
No, I have not experienced, but I have seen people who talk about sleep paralysis, and scientists also say that it exists. And they say maybe people who are not having sufficient sleep, they experience. And I just tell you, Chandrika, because people have told me that they see demon or maybe some alien out of the world, and they are surrounded by these kind of people, and at the same time few people also see in the form like diseased people from their family. So that is something so different, and we see that it's not a practical thing, but we have to believe that people do experience this.
Well, in the era of modern technology, modern world, and if somebody says that this is a paranormal, scientists will say that, or even the person with modern mind frame will say that, okay, there must be some reason, there must be some psychological reason for this sleep paralysis and the experiences that people get. So before we continue, dive into this subject, a word on our sponsors. This live stream is sponsored by Shopify, and as you know, Shopify is the global leader in e-commerce. It provides facility for you to convert your simple website into an e-commerce powerhouse. Shopify provides all kinds of facility. You can create products, you can create services, you can create different programs like discount coupons, referral advantages, and also other benefits which are required for selling your products. At the same time, you can connect multiple sales channels to take your e-commerce shop to the world. And if you are interested, and if you are becoming an e-commerce player, which is paramount today, there is a link given in the description below. You can use that to avail the special scheme provided for Akulmach viewers by Shopify. For rupees 20, for 20 bucks, you can actually you can convert your website into an e-commerce shop, e-commerce store, and 20 rupees per month for next 3 months. So don't miss out on this scheme. Avail the discount. Click on the link below. All right, so let's continue our discussion, Kanchan. So on an average, every human sleeps for about 25 years. Now, if I ask you what is your hobby, then you would say that, okay, I like camping, I like hiking, I like to draw things. But that is not the biggest activity that humans do. You, me, everyone love to sleep. And who doesn't like to sleep? You can be asked to sleep anywhere, anytime. And this is the biggest activity or recreation activity that humans indulge into. That is, most of the, almost like quarter of your life is spent in sleeping. Kanchan, do you think this is a fair estimate?
I think we can't help it, because this is how human species is made. And even if you say from the beginning, from the childbirth, it is said that children should at least sleep 8 to 10 hours, because that in that period body rest, and it also develop and build few aspects inside your body. So we can't help it. We have to, otherwise we'll get into many other diseases, which is not good.
Absolutely. So sleep is a biological process, and let us try to understand sleep itself, because most of the sleep paralysis related complications happens during our sleep. So let us understand what is sleep. Now, a lot of research has been done on the sleep, and there are various stages. Now, I must tell you that we don't know a whole a lot of human body and human brain, but let us discuss what we know so far. When we try to sleep, the understanding is that the human brain try to manage the whole software, manage the memory. So when you are sleeping, brain is isolating you from the world, keeping the body in a sleep mode, but then get into maintenance mode. And then during the maintenance mode, in order to keep the body also engaged, the dream happens. And there are different stages of sleep: light sleep, not so light sleep, and a sound sleep. Now all of these are known as REMs. And when you actually get into a sound sleep, which scientists believe is every 45 minutes, you will get into a REM sleep. And the experience of sleep paralysis are usually happen when you are getting into REM sleep. Have you heard about the REM sleep, Kanchan?
Yes, I have heard about REM sleep, and this is how the sleeping pattern is being indicated, is being researched by a scientist. And I also want to tell you that many people say that dream is not a part of sleep paralysis, because if you say maybe a dream initiate or activate your brain, and that's why you get these kind of experiences where you feel that one person sitting on your chest, or few people who are just walking around and you are sleeping, but you are so helpless you can't do anything. So that is in the REM sleep. It is definitely not a part of this. And yes, I've experienced REM sleep, but sorry to tell you that I've not experienced any sleep paralysis till now.
Well, you are lucky, because this is part of sleeping itself. So when you're getting into REM sleep, it is said that your blood pressure goes up, it increases, and also the eye movement increases very rapidly. Your eyes start to move very rapidly, but you won't know because you're sleeping in a sound sleep. So the actual characteristic of REM sleep is not known, but most of the experience that people have with regard to sleep paralysis happens during this phase. So as you know that you're not sleeping in a sound sleep throughout the night, you will have a burst of sound sleep for 15 minutes, then you come back into lower stages of sleep. So I think during that short period of time, during REM sleep, sometimes people experience something called sleep paralysis, where people are not able to move their limbs, not able to speak, but they are conscious, they are awakened. So we will actually dive into that phase of the sleep, because all of these can be attributed to simple dreams. Because if you go to a doctor saying that I have seen certain people while I was awake and I was not able to move, so is it psychological? So doctor will tell you that, look, this is part of your dream. Maybe you were dreaming and you start imagining that your dream is come true. Kanchan, have you experienced such?
Yes, this I have experienced, because sometimes dreams are so real that you feel that you're talking to somebody, you are doing things, but most of the time this is a manifestation of what you desire and what you had been doing in the daytime. So for me, I think it's a manifestation, maybe desire, deep desire, you want to become something, and that comes as a dream. So I think this is a boost to your desires and thought process when we are talking about dreams.
All right, so some of the experience let's discuss. And by the way, most of the experience are common across the world. It is not, these experiences are not based on personal experiences, these are common. So whether you are from India, China, Malaysia, Indonesia, Africa, some country like Kenya, or even in the Western world like US, UK, everyone have the same experience. One of the common experiences, a demon kind of structure, body sitting on your chest, trying to suffocate you. And a lot of people have experienced this. And even Germans have given a name of this demon. It's called mare. And also, English word nightmare has evolved from this experience. So from very ancient time, humans have been experiencing this, that suddenly they wake up in the middle of the night and they see somebody sitting on their chest, a demon kind of body, very dark, trying to suffocate you. So this is something which is a common experience across the globe, irrespective of your religion, your country, your region. Everybody experiences that. So why such an experience happens? it is not fully understood. I think research is on. We are trying to dive into human psychology, the brain functioning, etc. Because we know brain is an important part of our physiology, but we hardly understand how brain functions.
Yes, actually, not only this kind of feature, which is being discussed by many people in for deep sleep paralysis, but sometimes they also see that people are walking around them and they are not able to move. They also hear so many voices, and they are not able to really concentrate. They cannot wake up, they cannot handle that situation, and they really feel very helpless. And these kind of instances is being discussed in public by the scientists, but scientists don't have any reason for that.
The other experience is you will experience that you are floating outside your body while sleeping, and that means your sort of soul has come out of your body, and now you watch yourself sleeping, and you also experience the surrounding as a third person. So this is also a common experience during the sleep paralysis, where you are conscious, your eyes are open, you are watching everything, you're not able to even wiggle your pinky finger. So you're completely paralyzed. So this is a common experience where people start seeing themselves floating away from their body, and then they experience it for a short period of time. Reason for this experience is not fully understood.
Yes, and I really feel that maybe because we talk about dimensions and we all sort of realms, so those scientists are working. But I really feel that maybe if the dimensions are really true theory, then maybe we are experiencing different dimensions, and we are witnessing the people or maybe feelings or voices from a different dimensions also. That could be possible, though it is not proven as yet.
Yes, Kanchan. So definitely this is the common experiences we are discussing. One was a demon sitting on your chest trying to suffocate you. Second one, your soul is floating around.
Right.
So this is a common experience across the entire population of human on this earth, right from very ancient time. The third experience is, as you were mentioning, you start hearing some demonic voices while sleeping. You're awake, but you're scared that somebody is watching you, somebody is in the room. You start hearing some voices. Now these voices and these experiences are also very common across the world. So this is something which these three main experience people feel during the sleep paralysis. That means the symptoms of sleep paralysis is that you feel awakened, and you have no power to control things which are happening around you, and you're only experiencing with eyes wide open. Other than eyes, nothing else works in your body, not even you can't even scream and tell anyone when you are experiencing this. Isn't it, Kanchan?
Yes, and many people say that it becomes a quite difficult situation. But at the same time, scientists has asked these kind of people that whenever you experience these kind of a situation, or maybe the sleep paralysis as it is termed, that you should take longer breaths and you should be calm enough. And if somebody is around you, ask them to gradually touch you so that you come out from these kind of paralysis experiences.
Absolutely. So the thing is that lot of gray areas in this subject of sleep paralysis, and we really do not know why sleep paralysis happens. We have no idea, and we are still struggling to find out the reason for sleep paralysis. And some people say that it is a situation when the brain is actually trying to reset, and you're not supposed to wake up. Some scientists give a hypothesis that you're not supposed to wake up during the REM sleep, because your body is supposed to get into a deep sleep scenario. But then when brain is trying to reset, you wake up, and your body is not in your control, because you're supposed to be in REM sleep. So therefore you start experiencing these things, whether these things are real or not real, and you start seeing these things only when you get into a sleep paralysis mode. It is not known, but there could be a possibility that you may wake up and during a REM sleep cycle, and your brain has taken away control of your body, and then you suddenly start seeing things. And I think that brings a lot of philosophical argument. And you were mentioning about the realms. People start traveling, and the three-dimension universe interconnected with higher dimensions like 4 dimension, 5 dimension. Suddenly we start seeing these things. So there could be possibility of that, isn't it, Kanchan?
Yes, actually, and in case we want to, it's not. I think, as we mentioned, that we don't know. There's no research which is being done on animals. But somebody who are keeping their pets in the house, dogs, cats, or cows, they know when these animals also go into deep sleeps, and they also behave very differently when they are in the deep sleep. And people who have experience, who have seen there is animal in their house, and how they are behaving, they are running while sleeping, they are closing and opening their eyes. So I think that is also pattern which is also visible in the animal kingdom also. As far as the realms are concerned, yes, I really feel that could be possibility where we are into deep sleep, and we believe in souls, we believe in all kind of extraterritorial effect on human life. So all this could be possible, and to prove this point, we have to do a lot of research and come out what exactly is the cause of sleep paralysis.
Absolutely. So in this live stream, we are not able to offer a solution because simply our researchers, our doctors don't know the real reason. But I wanted to ask you, friends, whoever is watching, have you experienced something called sleep paralysis, which is you awaken in the middle of the night and then you start seeing things? Have you experienced this? If yes, please send in your comments.
Sure, I look forward. And how you have tackled that situation, please do also mention. And as far as the remedy is concerned, many scientists say that you have to be, because you have to be very cool, you have to be, you start breathing, and because sometimes you also feel suffocated while sleeping. So, and be calm. And suddenly if you wake up, it actually gives you a lot of distress also. So you should also come out of it. Immediately you can go out and indulge yourself in some other things that is also being prescribed by scientists. And as Chandrakant said, that in case if you have experienced sleep paralysis, do share with us. Let us know that what kind of experience you had.
All right, so let's meet everyone with questions on the other side.